Dude, you can't just do stuff in the middle of this filming.
I know.
Like,
I think it adds
like,
personality.
This building isn't a house. It's a research facility. And I want to talk to you about what I'm researching. You want to see something cool? You are dead center of the greatest scientific event in the history of man.
Hello,
Hi. Do you have a name?
Ava.
Ex Machina. Just reviewed it, just saw it. He saw it before I did. I just watched it last night. This is basically a movie where the creator of Google, essentially they call it Blue Book in the movie, essentially creates AI. This is a person that is recluse.
he's all the worst stereotypes of the startup company guys. Like, he drinks good, he exercises, he's really smart, but he's also sort of a sociopath, maybe.
The main character, what the fuck is his name?
Dominic Gleeson?
Damin Hall.
Oh, Dominic Hall Gleeson. Well, anyway, he gets supposedly picked from a random lottery to come in and test to see if this robot can pretend to be human. It's called the Turing test. I'm sure you guys have heard of it.
Basically, it all centers around these sessions. Session 1, 2, 3, 4. And with Ava, played by Alicia Vikander.
Yeah. I've seen her in some other stuff, and I was not impressed. But in this one, I was pretty impressed in terms of what she did. She's actually a classically trained ballerina, so she has a lot of control over her physicality. And she actually talked about how a robot would move. Instead of moving in a stilted way, it moves almost in too much of a smooth way. Like, it makes a movement, and that movement comes to an end, and then it makes the next movement, and it's
It was
too
beautiful.
perfect.
You can tell.
And you can tell, yeah.
What part of it was green screened.
I actually thought the effects throughout were actually really good in this movie. The film is built around the sessions they have where they talk to each other, and I actually thought those were really good. Like, a lot of robots feel fakey, but this one felt very like
there was a
internal logic.
There was a strange and awkward, but it was a almost violently intimate way
violently intimate.
that their conversations went. It was to where he felt truly taken with this creation, and how almost bulletproof it was. It did take a very, and they mentioned it in the movie, how it took sort of a different approach.
That's actually something I really liked about the movie, was his way of getting a robot to have the knowledge to be able to mimic a human was through search engines.
Yeah,
I thought that was really
that was
clever.
beautifully said, and you know you just feel like that's happening. It felt, everything about it felt grounded. It was as grounded of a robot AI movie as I've ever seen. iRobot comes to mind for so many reasons. This one had no Will Smith in it, so positive, definite positive.
I liked the way that they met the sexuality angle of it head on. Like, he straight up asks Oscar Isaac, like, you know, did you make her sexually attractive to, as the magician's trick, I think is what he calls it?
It hit so directly. I love how intense it was, and how they approached that question of beyond sexuality, what point is there to anything? What point is there to interaction? They mentioned, why couldn't you just make a gray box? Well, he said, well, what does one gray box have to say to another gray box? Nothing.
I actually thought that part was brilliant. I understand it's supposed to be kind of skeezy, this guy who's sort of... I mean, there's obviously gender, like, him kind of trying to control women type of a theme going on, and
because
I get that.
If you think about it, that is...
Yeah, why would a gray box do anything?
Exactly. Why would any of the iRobot robots do anything?
Yeah.
They're not AI. You understand that they are robots because they are inherently not human, and sexuality is the most human thing. It's not only the most human thing, it's the most life thing. Their interaction was what it's... Oh my god, I'm a fat fuck. I almost fucking died right there.
Wendy's?
That Baconator almost killed me. It done killed me just a second ago.
This review today comes to you from Wendy's, the red-haired Fury.
The redheaded stepchild.
McDonald's side hoe.
I don't know, there's too many, like, redhead stereotypes, and I like all the redheads I've ever met.
If you're a redhead and you know me and you're watching this, then you know who you are. The movie is you kind of know what's going to happen to a certain extent. You know that this guy is creepy and something's gonna happen with the robot.
I feel like some of the music almost gave away a little bit too much, where you're like,
Spoiler warning.
Oh, there's nothing you should be afraid of. Bum, bum, bum. And you're like, okay. By the way, I fucking love Oscar Isaac.
Oh my god, he's so good in this movie.
He is
so
a reason,
great.
probably a movie that we're going to review, Sucker Punch. Oscar Isaac in Sucker Punch. Go watch, if you don't watch the entire fucking movie, watch him for that. He was outstanding in it.
Much better than he
really
needed
is a
to
good
be,
actor.
too.
Really is a good actor.
Well, he's gonna be in the new Star Wars movie, and I can see why. But he's great in this role. The way he does it too, he's constantly working out and doing his juice cleanses, but at the same time, he drinks a lot. And you can tell this like in just the haircut they gave him, where he has the very short shaved head, and then he has the big beard, and it really kind of lets you know almost exactly just by looking at him who he is, and then he plays and riffs off that energy really well. Parts of the movie are a little bit
too easy.
Yeah, are a little bit
Let
like
me go down the rabbit hole with you.
But at the
don't
same
present it to me.
At the same time that they're kind of predictable, they're also still engaging and organic from the movie itself.
It always felt like it was telling a solid story, and it wasn't trying to veer off of that. It was classic storytelling. It was just classic storytelling.
And it's also,
I felt gripped the entire movie. Every single moment in the movie, it just pulled me. And I gotta say, I enjoyed it the whole way through.
Yeah.
I didn't break. I didn't eat dinner. I didn't go downstairs to fucking do anything. I just watched the movie, and it had me the whole time.
The twist at the end, I thought, you know what it
You
feels like?
You knew there was a twist coming. I was genuinely surprised by it, but I didn't feel like any of it was justified. Like, yeah, she seemed like she was a bitch at the end.
I liked that it was suddenly like, oh shit, this whole time she's just been faking. Like, she straight up is a compassionless machine. I like that. But at the same time, I can tell that the filmmaker liked it, and then he kind of wrote towards that ending a little bit. It's not exactly the right ending. I felt like he came up with it early on in the process and then just stuck with it.
It's strange that you said it, that she was just a soulless robot.
Oh, really?
I didn't feel like she was. I feel like she was decisive, she was cruel, she was sick, she was whatever it was to get out of there, but that she did genuinely want to see the trees and feel the sun on her face.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that it was answered at the end of it that she was human.
Yeah, or that she was alive. I just thought it was interesting that she genuinely did not give a shit about this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I very much felt that she was going out and living.
8 out of 10 is what I'm giving this movie. Beautifully shot movie. I thought nothing was overdone. Everything felt authentic. It felt real. Overall, a gripping movie. Very interesting all the way through.
I really liked how it was shot, and I really liked how it looked, and I actually liked the movie. I also thought the ending was maybe a little longer. Something flew in
Something
here.
fell in. It was one of these little seedlings from the
Was
tree.
that what it was?
My car's at an angle. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Caleb, there's something I want to show you.
Can we talk about the lies you've been spinning me?
What lies?
Today, I'm going to test you.
Why me?
Caleb, you have to help me.
Where's the real test? You.
Is it strange to eliminate something that hates you? What will happen to me if I fail your test?